All right, greetings, hello everyone, and welcome to Age of Empires 4 on Xbox. We're actually playing mouse and keyboard for you. Want to show mouse and keyboard on Age of Empires 4 on Xbox. This is your first time seeing Age of Empires 4 on Xbox. Well, you're in the right place because we love Age 4, and we're going to be making a whole bunch of videos about Age 4. And Age 4, we actually already have 200 videos on the PC version live right now. So if that's something you're interested in, please check that out. Okay, so for Age 4, it took me a little bit to set up my controller binds to be identical to what it is on PC. Nonetheless, I think I really got it identical. It's like, Gus likes to make fun of me that I have a really custom way of viewing my control scheme. Like, I use WASD for moving, and I've kind of remapped like all of my grid keys, stuff like that. You know, Gus is wrong. Let's just put it that way. Gus is wrong. Let's talk about what's a little different on this UI compared to what's different on, I guess, on PC. And this is a 1v1, by the way, quick match. I don't think it lets me search ranked on mouse and keyboard, but we'll see. You can see the resources here at the top are different, and I can actually tap each one of these on my mouse to go to individual villas. I can tap this to go to my town center. I've already had my town center selected as control group 1. That's just something I do on PC, but I actually can't see my control groups on screen like I can on PC here. Let's see, to actually select the buildings, I don't know what this means, this first button here. I guess it means I'm selecting the villager, and like I can command him to get economic buildings or military buildings is really what my assumption is here. Let's actually build my House of Wisdom. I think that they classify that as an economy building, so we'll get that going. I'm playing against a French. I also see like there's a couple of visual bugs, like the barbed wire's not around a couple of these bushes, but it's showing me the buff. And then also, sorry, let me queue up my scout here. I've modified my grids. So like, let's see here, A and S, like A is supposed to be attack move, and it's not. And that actually just reminds me, I don't think I actually set up attack move. And then this is W. I actually have that to E. So I just pressed E on my keyboard because I deleted that grid. All right, so that guy's right there. He's not going to garrison. All right, this poor guy all in this game in like 10 minutes. It's kind of mean. But, you know, besides those minor visual cues, I think overall, everything looks pretty fine. I think it's going to just be a little bit of a reminder for me to check way up here my villies being trained instead of like right here. And for whatever reason, it really wants to show me what golden age I'm in as Abbasid. And I would say for this season, I'm really an Abbasid main. I absolutely love Abbasid. Oh, this is a little cringe. I need some wood. But it really wants to show me this, so I'm curious if this wouldn't even show, like what else it would show here for other civs that don't necessarily have this. Maybe some sort of civ unique buff, potentially. But I really miss seeing my control groups right here and seeing like what I'm building and what I'm training. But overall, I mean, this is pretty identical to the PC version of functionality. It's just the UI is a little bit different. Clicking this doesn't do anything, and this is to see player scores on console. But you can also click these to send your pings, rotate your camera if you want, reset it. You can change your minimap size, which is good. Geez, you can make that real big. And you can also tap and hold, or sorry, click and hold on the minimap as well, which is something I'm a big fan of. I think really what's just missed here is this extra click that you have to do here to select your buildings. It's probably the biggest hurdle that I see here. Oh, well, I just messed that up. So this actually tells me how many seconds are left, which is kind of cool. But if I back out, it's just showing me the number of upgrades or units or, you know, whatever I have queued up here. Let's put these villies here. This poor guy's still age 1. Oh, you know what? I just saw this. Don't let me lie to you. And if you comment, I do apologize. Look, I can see my control groups up here. And clicking them does select them. But double-clicking them does not navigate to them. So just keep that in mind. So that's really cool. I really think the biggest change is if you change your grid rows, which is what I've done here. And what I mean by is like Q does 1. E actually does 2 because I'm using W to move. And then this is R, and I think this is T, but it didn't actually update. And if you don't want to change this, you don't have to. I just do it because I really couldn't tell you why I feel at home playing WASD on Age. It's just something I've always done. And, you know, it's kind of just always worked for me. Let's go ahead and mess this guy up. Oh, I'm already messing them up. So his scout's dead. I have used my Z to map to all military. Let's torch it, come on. There we go. Alright, so he's having some problems. He made the mistake of putting this out of his TC range, so that's a problem for him. What else can I show you? I have Age to go back to my TC. I actually need to really send some more villies on wood, of all things. Control A does work on selecting all units on screen, just like how it does on PC. Oh, look at that. Look how sneaky he is. I'll kill that villy. But, you know, this works exactly as how you would expect. I'm playing on Series X. I'm not sure if I ever told you I'm on Series X. I am. And it runs at a buttery smooth frame rate. I really don't have any complaints. I think I just really would wish that extra step in clicking... Oh, he does have Spearmen. Look at this! He's actually going to win that engagement. Good for him. I gotta say, good for him. I'll just bring him into TC. I mean, do I have... Alright, so I have... Okay, so G actually won't work. Did I make it F? I did make it F. He probably has that on auto queue. I gotta say, good for him for actually stopping that. I think most people would have quit. So we'll get under TC range and we'll smoke all of those spears. And that takes care of that. So he did actually exactly what he was supposed to do. So shout out to that man. I just, you know, it's really just kind of a learning adjustment for me personally on the difference between this UI and the UI on PC. But if you're playing this for the first time, absolutely. This is awesome. I think it works great on both controller and mouse and keyboard personally. I don't think you're gonna have a problem no matter where you're coming from. All right, so I'm gonna go Trade Wing 2. I got to age 3, I think, before I got to age 2. I actually can't see. That's the tribute menu. It's hysterical. I can't see what age he's in. On controller, it's actually a little OP to the point where I can actually see their individual scores. You really should not be able to see that, the individual scores, but you can. I'm actually going to get some of these upgrades because he's French. And if you've never played against these types of civs, he is going to have knights whenever he decides to actually get that up. Game is paused. Okay, there it goes. Wow. All right. And when you're done, you can go there, please. I usually do a pretty good pivot on going right into wood here for age 3. I'm a little bit slower than usual. training some spears. I wish we would kind of give you a visual representation right here on stuff if it's training or not. It goes up here, which I guess is fine. You know what? I love to see if the control group actually tells you how many of like is in your group. We'll see here. Doesn't look like it does. Is that him hitting age 2? Yeah, it is. So I'm 3, he's 2. I'm doing totally fine with the berries right now. I'm actually going to try and snipe that relic that's right next to me. Is a relic a monastery is considered an eco building? That's fine. So put that there. I got my wheelbarrow upgrade, so Hosty will be proud of me. And I really like, this is where I like to make a pivot into farms. You know, and I also like sometimes when you actually tell a villager to build something on PC, it'll actually tell you how many of that you already have here, which I find to be helpful. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and bother the gentleman. It really wants to tell me to build a farm and provide these tooltips and stuff, and I'm not sure if that's a bug or if you can get that to go away somehow. On PC, you kind of just have to go through the process here. Oh, he just quits. Okay. Well, there you go. That's a 1v1. Keyboard and mouse is OP. At least you got to see the gameplay. That's hysterical. There is a bug, I noticed, by the way. And we'll see if this happens on mouse and keyboard. Let's actually see, like... Why did he just randomly quit? He's on gold. He's got farms. He's got spears. No knights. A lot on wood. I mean, I don't see anything egregious, I'll be honest with you. I think the only mistake that he did was he put his School of Cav a little bit too far out of TC range, and I was able to bother that a little bit. If he didn't do that, I think it would be fine, honestly. The bug, by the way, is, and this looks really weird, by the way, is you can't go back to the home screen in a group. You have to, like, close the game out and go back. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, from a timeline perspective, total unit count, he's actually ahead of me a little bit. Village count, I'm behind because he may have done the auto villager thing. I mean, when there's a total of 8 units, it's hard to kind of tell what's going on there. And he's ahead of me in resource count. Yeah, that's really interesting. I was spending my resources, though, on upgrades. Yeah, that's okay. Well, we're going to be posting a lot more Age of Empires 4 on console, so be sure to check out the Age of Empires 4 playlist. And again, I'm going to post the links to a couple of tutorials we've already made in the description for you, including a controller tutorial and other tutorials that we'll be making in the coming days to celebrate Age 4 coming to Xbox. All right, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you, James. All right, greetings, hello, welcome everyone to Age of Empires 4 on Xbox. I'm playing mouse and keyboard because I want to do a 1v1 ranked video showing you mouse and keyboard. I did a recording of another one, and quite frankly, the gentleman just kind of quit quite early. So I might tack that on at the end of this game, or even before. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I gotta say, overall, both with controller and mouse and keyboard, I really like the way Age 4 is situated on console. I mean, the only thing I really dislike, and it's not really a major thing, is with my villagers, to select buildings, you have to click this eco or military button here. You can't just say what building you want. And it's also a little weird, like how your control groups are in completely different spots. Like On PC, your control groups are like here-ish. And on console, they're all the way over here. Took me like a game to really see that. It's also hard for me to even see what I'm training my villies. As you see, like, I've just been missing training some villies here for a few seconds. So, I mean, those are all complaints, and I really shouldn't complain against this game all that much. The game itself is excellent, both on PC and on console, and I do think the way that they implemented the control scheme is quite good as well. I think Age 4 is just a fabulous game. I'm playing as Abbasid, so you're not going to see any tech-up buildings from me. Instead, I do it through the House of Wisdom here. And controls are just a little bit slower than what I'm used to. I have my keys pretty much identical to console. I'm sorry, to PC that are currently on console. Does he garrison? No, he does not garrison. Are these vills dunkable? Let's see if these vills are dunkable. If that gold is in TC range, I mean, can you imagine how lucky that gentleman has gotten? Okay. Which is fine. Got him off gold for a second. He's running after me. I'm probably going to annoy the daylights out of him. Based on the way he's playing, my assumption is he knows what he's doing. I saw him gathering sheep and all these other sorts of things. I'll see, look, there's cringe once again. The idle villager button, I think, is normally... Jeez, where is it? Like here-ish on PC? Lord only knows how long that man's been sitting there. Let's go ahead and start the tech up. I like the military wing second. I'm sorry, going T2 for Abbasid. I really just continue to get food and gold into Age 3 because I pivot into golems, the man-at-arms variant. Ladies and gentlemen, nope, we didn't get him. We could have, but he did not commit. So we'll see how we do here. If you're interested in more or less the meta of Age of Empires 4, how that all works, how we enjoy it, the game modes we play, learning more about different civs, there are a lot of Age 4 videos on the channel. I mean, there's over 200 of them because we've been playing the PC version since release. So check that out. We've done some tutorials. And I hope you get to enjoy Age 4 on console. It's great. No crossplay yet. And you're going to have to forgive me. Some of the stuff I say in the other game, I've already been kind of guilty of regurgitating. So I'm trying I guess I should stop doing that so you can get a better experience in that other game. Let's just try to get a little bit more of an understanding of the gentleman. I probably should send at least a couple of villies over there to get gold. I'm gonna have to go to the second berry patch here pretty soon. Okay, Council Hall, let's go. I am en route. Gonna make that group 9. He didn't put it in TC range, so that's huge. Alright, so I am in TC range. I thought I told this Villy. Probably best to mine some trees here. My units are running. So this guy's actually not too far behind me, and it said you can't actually change your inputs on the fly like you can on, I guess other games like Halo Wars lets you change your input on the fly. So once you select what you select, you're kind of stuck with it. Here we go. This is huge. He might actually get me here because English villies are kind of broken like that. Actually, no. Yeah, he's having problems. He's having problems, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna get one of my archers, maybe? No, he's not. So now he's got to go over to Spearman or something. Let me get this, actually. What am I doing? I'm not far off from the tech up. Let's build a mill. See, I'm a little bit slower. I'd already have this going already on PC, but that's okay. I mean, this is still faster than console using the keyboard. Which is kind of a shame to say. Is it a little OP? Maybe. Maybe. I don't think the game should let you, personally. I don't think the game should let you be on keyboard and mouse and face console players. Geez, the market's right there. I guess I'll go Eco Wing. He just quits. Well, there you go. Oh, yeah, I'll have to tack on that other game with this. I don't think he should have quit, I'll be honest with you. I think he should have made a barracks and made some spearmen or early man-at-arms since he's English. And he should not have put the council hall, like, right next... I'm sorry. He should have put the council hall right next to the TC. Putting it... And actually, you know what? You're going to see that in the second game, too. Based on the length, I'll have to tack it onto the other one. But if you look, it's outside the range of his TC. He actually got lucky, like a lot of his woodlines within TC range. Anyway, this should be like right here where his villies are. That way, if I were to push like how I did, he could just garrison, and then I would have to leave. Yeah, and his scout was there. I don't know why me attacking the scout is what made him quit. Build a barracks, like, you know, here-ish. Start getting some early man-at-arms and push this off. I mean, the council hall still is... He actually could have sent it as well. He pulled all of his villagers off to attack my units. He could have finished this and then garrison. He might have lost a couple of vills, but that's another strat, too, that he could have done. Anyway, we'll never know what happened with this gentleman. Well, I guess, in fact, we did. I'm going to tack on that other game that I recorded. That's a quick play match. Because Ranked actually wasn't out when I recorded the first one, so I'll add that to this. And I'm going to continue playing Age 4 on Xbox. There'll be a playlist just for the Xbox matches, as well as overall, all of them. And there's a guides playlist. Join our Discord server to chat with other Age 4 players. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.